Mark, up in the more lofty aspects of Sporties, I wanted to take a little bit of time with you and talk about the foundation. Hal and I have spoken about it here and there, did a great interview at AEA where we talked about it a little bit, but the foundation is unique in, not just in aviation, but generally in that anything coming in is everything going out, and you've picked your targets very carefully. How did this come about?
You know, Jim, I'd say it's an extension really of what Sporties has always done, giving back to the GA community. And back in 2008, we said, let's bring this all together as a foundation and really get our core values out there and share that through the foundation. We're here to serve the entire industry. We want to help mechanics and make sure that the aviation industry is served by all different careers. We're not just for pilots. That's a common misconception. I think folks think that the Sporties Foundation is only interested in pilots, but really we're for a well-rounded future GA community.
And yet you're carrying the load on this all by yourself. This is not a situation where, you know, so much out of every dollar goes to institutional expenses, administrative, so forth and so on. You're distributing everything you got coming in is going out to the purposes you intend.
That's true, and we thought that was very important to not have the overhead part of the conversation. We really wanted to make sure that everything we brought in did go out to fund programs, the worthy programs. That made the donors' dollars go further and really make sure that the maximum impact can be achieved by the donations we make.
What are some of the success stories for the foundation over the years?
I would say it started with the Young Eagles program, the Next Step program. Sporty's pledged to give our Learn to Fly course to every Young Eagle. Behind that, Sporty's Foundation pledged some dollars to make sure that there was sufficient support behind that to get it going right away and make sure that there was that support from EAA to make sure that program reached all the chapters in the Young Eagles. Something near and dear to my heart are the Aviation Exploring Scholarships. We've been a big supporter of those for years, and the foundation a couple of years ago took that sole sponsorship on ourselves. Previous to that, we'd reached out to donors in the industry to make sure that it was going to be we would have that support ongoing and consistent. The foundation decided to support those scholarships fully, and that's been great to watch those young people all across the country receive flight training scholarships, avionics scholarships, maintenance scholarships to really further their journey into aviation.
What is it that attracts your attention when you're looking for where to put your resources? What boxes need to be checked, or how do people reach out, or how are these things selected?
We're looking for people with the same vision as Sporties and the Sporties Foundation has, and that is a healthy GA industry going forward. And people do come to us through solicitations through the mail, and we also look for, if we find an interesting program and we think, hey, these folks are doing good work, we want to learn more and perhaps give support there.
What would you do to encourage the rest of the aviation community to pick up where you're leaving off, to emulate your processes, your progress, and more important, the programs that you're supporting?
Don't think about the here and now. Really look to the future, way down the road, not just a year or 2 years. Let's look 5, 10, 30 years down the road. We need to have a strong community to make sure that aviation has a healthy future. And that has really been the key, I think, in Sporties, and going back when Hal started Sporties, really looking to know that we've got to have this investment in the industry way down the road.
And finally, if somebody has a program that they're working on that can use some help or support, how do they reach out to you? What do you want to see from them? What are the bona fides that will impress you as being something that you need to support?
I think first of all, we want to see that they have a national reach. That's where we've seen value, is that we can really reach out and help national programs. There are many worthy local and regional programs, but we really feel that our impact is best felt on a national program. And I would say if any program out there, if they have would like to ask for help or support, go to sportiesfoundation.org, or they can email me at mark.w@sporties.com.
Outstanding. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate your time.
Jim, thank you very much for letting us talk about Sporties Foundation. Appreciate it.
Aero-TV is brought to you by
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip with integral backup battery, Safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.